Alright, in the previous lecture we created the user interface for our metronome app. So as you can see, we have the label that displays 132 BPMs, then we have the image, we have the two buttons, the plus and minus, to increase or decrease the bit per minute speed, and then we have the image that we're going to play with. And now what we're going to do is actually hook this to the code. Why do we want to hook this to the code? Because every time the user is going to interact with the plus and the minus button, we want to be able to change the text on the BPM here, right? We don't want 132. If you click on plus, you want to increase that, and if you click on minus, you want to decrease it, okay? Also, the image is going to be a visual feedback. It's going to show the actual speed right now. So we have actually two images, a yellow one and a blue one, okay? So this is the blue one right now, and basically every bit we're gonna basically switch from the blue to the yellow and so on. So it's gonna go blue image, yellow image, blue image, yellow image, and so on, okay? So that's the way we're gonna interact with. So let's get started. First thing you wanna do is create a new tab. Now, how do you create a new tab? Just come here and press Command T for new tab, okay? Or otherwise you can do File, New Tab, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, New Tab, okay? Command T is the shortcut. Why did I create a new tab? Because I still want to keep the interface storyboard right here, okay? So now we have two tabs, and in the second tab, I want to go to the interface controller.h file. So what is the interface controller.h and interface controller.m files? These files are the ones that have the code to control what you see here on the interface of the watch app, okay? So whenever you want to do something behind the scenes, you will do it in the interface controller, okay? All right, so let's get started. First thing I want to do is create representations of the label here, okay? You guys see that label? I want the label in the code, so that whenever I change the label within the code, I will change the label here, okay? So let's do this. So first thing you want to do is create a property, or it's also called a variable, to control the label. So just write with me, add property, non-atomic, retain. Now I'm not gonna go into the details of what this means exactly, because this is not the purpose, but just know that this is pretty much how it's done for 99% of the cases, okay? And then create an IB outlet. All right, and an IB outlet means interface builder outlet. It means that this is going to be seen by the interface storyboard, okay? So whenever you create an IB outlet, the storyboard can see it. If it's not an outlet, you won't be able to see it. Now we're going to create a label, which is WKInterfaceLabel. That's the type that we want, and then the name of the actual label. And let's call it label bits per minute. All right. Okay, so once you have that, we need to synthesize this. So just copy the name here, okay? And let's go in the interface controller.m file, not the .h but .m. And all the way up top, right after the @implementation interface controller, press enter and start to write @synthesize and the label name, followed by a semicolon, okay? All right, so once you have this written down, now we're gonna connect this variable to the user interface. So I'm going inside the storyboard, and I'm gonna click on the label here, okay? And I'm gonna go right here in the connector tab, okay? By the way, again, if you don't see this, make sure to put this and enable that, okay? All right, and if you go to the connection tab, you see a referencing outlet. So this is the reference through the code. Just drag and drop this, as you can see there's a blue line, to the main interface controller right here, and release it. And now as you can see, it says label bits per minute. This is the label we created in the code behind. So select that. All right, so now the code is connected to the view that we have here. How do I know that? It says it in the outlet. It says that the label per minute is connected to the interface controller. Okay, so now if I run the app, what you see right now is basically saying 132 BPM. Now I'm going to show you that you can control this easily. So I'm going to go in the interface controller.m, and right here in the will activate under this line right here, okay, under the will activate line, press enter and start to write label beats per minute dot text. So basically we're going to change the text is equal to @hello and follow it by a semicolon. Okay, so technically what we're doing is that when the watch app is loading, we are changing the text from 132 BPM to hello. Okay, so now let's click on play on the run button and let's see it happen. All right, so it's loading now. And there you go. It says now hello. It does not say 132 BPM. So we've been able to control this through the code. Isn't that great? All right. So that's going to be it for this video tutorial. And in the very next one, what we're going to do is connect the rest of the controls and elements. Okay. So the image and these two buttons. See you guys in the next lecture.